as the military does some more research.
But that isn't stopping U.S. Senator Ken Salazar from holding yet another meeting for more discussions. The meeting was held in Pueblo at the CSU Pueblo campus. 11 News reporter Rosie Barisi was there and joins us live with more. Rosie.
Well, David McKenzie, as you know, Senator Ken Salazar has been working very hard with farmers and ranchers in southeast Colorado, trying to make sure the Army does not take land they really don't need.
You feel like you've got this black cloud basically hanging over your head all the time.
For years, ranchers and farmers in southeast Colorado have been wondering,
can you guarantee us
what's going to happen to their land?
I hope at the end of the day that the right thing is done here.
Military officials have already acquired more than 200,000 acres in their Pinon Canyon Maneuver Site project to use for training purposes.
237,000 acres.
And now they want 420,000 acres more.
It's a terrible way to live. It's so stressful. It tears families apart.
Earlier this month, the U.S. Senate passed an act requiring the Army to prove they need more land. They've got 6 months to do that.
The Army has had so much time to justify its need.
There's not any more need for any more land to be taken.
Colorado State Representative Buffy McFadden was also on hand.
Quite frankly, I want to eat American beef, not other countries.
Those who oppose the expansion are praying the military will not come back with good reason to expand their training site.
This is a national issue. It's not just a few ranchers going to lose some land. This is our future, our children's future.
If the recommendations are that no more land is needed, it's all over. No one needs to fight about this ever again. It's something that can be put to bed.
At the end of the meeting, Salazar told his audience, quote, "You will win." He says, meaning no matter what the ultimate decision is, southeast Colorado will somehow benefit again, no matter what happens. Back to you guys.
Hottest issues in southeastern Colorado. Fort Carson's plans to expand the Pinon Canyon training site. Senator Ken Salazar says he is fighting for the farmers and ranchers. Mark Hanrahan was at a town hall meeting with Salazar at CSU Pueblo tonight. And Mark, what was the reaction, I should say, from the farmers and ranchers who showed up?
James, they say they appreciate Salazar's effort to block Army funding for the expansion for the next year, but they also say they're tired of waiting for it all to end. Senator Ken Salazar promises that he's fighting for the ranchers of southeastern Colorado.
No one will be forced off their land in terms of eminent domain.
Last month, the U.S. Senate voted to stop the Army from spending money on the expansion, including studies for 1 year. Legislation authored by Salazar.
It's a step in the right direction. It's one step toward that ultimate of stopping it forever.
The Army must now explain to the Senate why it needs the land, an explanation these ranchers and Salazar say the Army hasn't given them yet.
I haven't seen any of that information, and I'm a United States Senator. If I haven't seen it, the community hasn't seen it, so we need to have that information prepared.
As we've reported, the Army wants to expand its current site by more than 400,000 acres, of which is private property owned by these people who've been fighting the expansion since day one and say they're tired of waiting.
We appreciate that the senator has to find out more, but there has to be a time when we say enough, and we think the time's come, obviously.
Now, we should mention, and as we reported before, the Army says it needs the land to account for growth at Fort Carson. Also for new combat techniques, it says are expanding the battlefield. James?
A lot more to come. Thanks so much, Mark.